Hello everyone, my name is Hectic. Welcome back to the channel, and it's been quite a while since we've done a video, and I decided that I'm going to update one of my videos for 2024. And if it's already a factor now, I apologize if the audio is bad on this one. I did all I could, literally, so as long as it's not echoing, I really don't care. So today in GTA Online, I'm going to be giving you guys the guide over the MOC, or the Mobile Operations Center. It's a vehicle property thing in GTA 5 Online. So first off, how do we get an MOC? First thing you'll need to do is obviously get a place to store said MOC by buying a bunker, right? I think that we've done this before. You go to Maze Bank foreclosures and you can buy several bunker options. I happen to have the Chumash bunker, right? That'll cost you a couple million to get that. Then once you have a bunker, you will go to Warsaw Cash and Carry, and you can purchase an MOC for, I believe it's about $1.2 million. Don't quote me on that, it might be a little bit more, but then you can go and buy it, right? And then that will show up there in your bunker in a little bit. So then you'll be asking, Hectic, what customizations should you get when you get it? Well, let's talk about the cab. There's two types of cab upgrades, the Phantom and the Hauler Custom. The Phantom Custom is a bit faster than the Hauler Custom. If you want it, Hauler Custom is going to cost you about 1.4 million. Phantom Custom, I'm not sure. I think that comes with. But if you wanted to change to the Hauler, it's 1.4 million. I believe you do have to pay a cost to change back to the Phantom Custom. I chose the Phantom Custom, but I mean, it's purely cosmetic. You could choose the Hauler Custom as well. So that's the cab upgrade. Which one for Bay 1? You can get a couple things from it. You can get the command center or living quarters. Living quarters is going to cost you about $145,000. Command center is, I can't recall what it is, but this is basically going to allow you to access your MOC's turret and things like that from it. I would probably recommend this over the living quarters. I don't know why you want the living quarters to be able to spawn in your MOC, but you have the option. That's what I recommend for Bay 1, to stick with command center. Bay 2, you have a couple options. You can make it empty, which I would not recommend. You can make it the living quarters, which again I don't recommend. Or you can make it a weapon workshop for $245,000. Or you can make it the weapon and vehicle workshop, which this one I would recommend you get. So that way you can upgrade your weapons to Mark II variants if you can, and well, that's I believe. But also this will allow you to upgrade vehicles such as the Insurgent Pickup to the Insurgent Pickup Custom. If you don't want to do it in the Avenger, you must get the Weapon and Vehicle Workshop. I think that's different from the Weapon Workshop, but don't quote me that. Bay 3, it can either do living quarters or personal vehicle storage. Empty bay is free. Living quarters is going to cost you $145,000. Personal vehicle storage is going to be at $195,000. You can add one personal vehicle in here. You can keep one personal vehicle in your MOC to use at any time, right? You add it to number 3. So I honestly, what did I have in? I didn't have anything in Bay 3 because if you do the weapon and vehicle workshop, that will take up 2 slots or 2 bays in your MOC. So choose carefully whether you want the weapon workshop or that. Now looking at that, because I do have a weapon workshop, it does add the normal weapon workshop in there so you can upgrade to Mark II weapons as well as upgrade vehicles to the custom version, right? So renovations aren't too expensive for it, but they can get very, very expensive over time, as well as customizing the actual MOC itself. If you come all the way down here and talk to this guy, you can customize the cab with standard upgrades. Like I have the armor, the brake, the engine, all up on there. I did not change the suspension. I even turbo tuned the thing to make it the fastest thing that you can. Or you can even customize a trailer by changing the plate to some liveries. You can even respray it, and you can put on weapons, the front turret, rear turrets, or anything else that you get out of bunker research. You get either of those things from there. The other thing that you can do, which we're gonna have to go all the way over for, register as a boss, is that you can get weapons like turrets and stuff for the MOC by completing bunker research. I'm not going to go completely over how to do that, but it will be required if you want your MOC to have some firepower. Now, while I'm also pulling this up, speaking of firepower and defense, the MOC is now I believe the second most armored vehicle in the game. Okay, right behind the Acid Lab and right before the Terabyte. So it's more armored than the Terabyte, but not as armored as the Acid Lab. So if you want a vehicle that you can defend yourself in, that would be the one. So you can go to research here, and for mine, outside the researches I've gotten for the MOC, I don't think actually are on here. But actually, yeah. So if we go under locked stuff looks like that you can get some like turrets or something. There we go. That looks like side turrets for the MOC and whatnot. So you complete bunker research and you're able to do it, right? Now there's one more function of the MOC that you can do, and those are the missions inside of it by itself. I believe for me to show you that, we're gonna see if we can enter it in here. If not, we'll have to take it out. So we will enter our MOC here. Turret station. But if you go right here to the keypad and register as a boss, you can start up. You can, hang on one second, let me mute that. So what you have here are small missions that you can do, and if you complete them, you can get a discount off of vehicles that are on Warstock, Cash, and Carry. That would be all of these missions here. Now, before you start doing, I want to do that, note that these require 2 or more players to complete. Yes, it is not solo friendly for the, but maybe if you really want some discounted prices off of these vehicles, maybe it would be worth doing. Now I'll also note that you do get paid for doing these, but the payout is pretty terrible. I believe it's maximum maybe $25,000 to do these. It might be a little bit more, might be a little less, but none of these should be extremely hard. Now the missions for Dune FAV, for the half track, for the Night Shark, for the ATV here. You can get something for the MOC as well, the weaponized Tampa. Looks like oppressor Mark 1 bikes, and you can use this for even more stuff with the oppressor bikes as well. So completing these missions shouldn't be too difficult, but the pay of it and the fact that you require multiple people really deters people from doing it. But that is one of the features of the MOC. See that you must take into account. Now if these missions are on double money, that's still not really good. Triple, maybe it might actually be somewhat worth doing. Or worth doing, but I did want to bring that up because they sometimes, in case if I do forget, there's gonna be some people in the comments that are like, you forgot about the part where you can make money out of it. I'm aware of it. So that's pretty much everything to go over about the MOC in 2024. Not much has changed about this vehicle here. In fact, we would probably like a little bit of an update to the MOC here. It's not an essential vehicle, but it could be very, very helpful to you. Especially you want armed vehicles like Insurgent Pickup Custom if you want those to have weapons, or you like upgrading weapons to Mark II, or you really need some really good protection from players. MOC can get that done. Right, so I believe we went over in the description all the pros and cons of buying an MOC, but I will review them. Some pros of the MOC, again, the armor. You can upgrade vehicles to have weapons, and you can upgrade weapons to Mark II variants. Some cons is that you do have to own a bunker beforehand, so an expensive investment. 2 is that it's not overly fast, but it is fairly fast. And 3, a third con is that the money making methods in there are not solo friendly and don't make you a lot of money. And 4 is that's pretty much it. It's pretty bare bones with it. It's not very used very much. So weigh those pros and cons against yourself and see, really, do you want to buy an MOC? Would I personally recommend getting it? Probably. If nothing else, everybody wants like Insurgent Pickup Custom or any weapon really with weapons and stuff, weaponized vehicles. You're gonna want this kind of vehicle to upgrade those, if nothing else. But is it essential to play GTA Online and make lots of money? No. So I hope you guys enjoyed this updated guide on the Mobile Operations Center in GTA 5 Online. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you did like the content, and I will see you guys hopefully not as long this time, but in the next one.